Hi, I'm Rob. I make you better, that's what I do. And today I'm gonna teach in 5 minutes or less the proper motion in golf and how you drill it. Because everybody who teach golf doesn't understand the golf swing and such. And that leads to, struggling with the golf swing, bad game, frustration, and so on. And no one in golf can teach you this. After 400 years of golf, people still teach you wrong, and they don't even know it, right? So here goes. What you do is you use thumb of the shaft, and use Hans' version of my grip. You use a blade club, because that will give you better feedback, quality feedback, because you will know if your ball hits the sweet spot or not. If you use game improvement club, that's not good. Now, what we do then is to start with the ship. Now, the reason we start with the shipping and such with that is it's very simple. I sell it slightly open, not much. Is that one, if I keep my body still and drop the club, you always hit the ground. Second thing that happens is that all I need to do then is just to release naturally, and I'm going to hit the ship without any trouble at all. Now, weight shift is going to be automatic, and that's, yeah, I'm not the flower, or somewhere else. Bees. Now, what happens if I use the thumb and the grip, which leads to a lot of problems? Because first, doing a simple ship like I just did now, like this, I can't transfer my weight shift, whatever you call it. This is great. The problem with that is because the thumb on the shaft that everybody teaching modern golf. You can't do a weight shift and weight transfer with this stuff. And no one knows that in golf, except now you do, because I just fucking explained it. So if you use the modern golf grip, or any version of it with the thumb on the shaft, you can't learn golf. Really, you can't learn it, because you're going to move your body wrong every fucking time. Alright? So once you master this, you have the feedback from the club head, and then you have, all that stuff with the shipping. Well, and you work on that, time and time again until you get to the point of, alright. Seems easy enough. Okay, I got it. Then what you do is to go to the next step, which is proper takeaway, which is very simple and straightforward. You use a video camera or a phone with a video, you can take video, you have a body doing it or something like that, or you use it yourself from this angle. And what you're doing is first to understand that you do a tilt and lift. Under no circumstance can you move your body inside, either rotate, turn, whatever it's called. You have to tilt and lift only like this. You do the same thing with the club, tilt and lift, tilt and lift, and then you hit balls with that. Okay? And the first few times you're going to do this, it's going to feel bad. You're going to feel restricted. And the reason why you feel restricted, because we restrict all those bad habits you have built with the thumb on the shaft. So now your brain and such have to adapt to the new situation. And as 709 used to say, I will adapt. So you're forced to learn a proper motion by restricting motion, or extra movement, really. And that's what you do. And the reason why we don't hit balls doing this, first and foremost, is because we don't want people to go, because as soon as you put the ball in the front of you, if you videotape yourself like this, and you think, I'm going to do this, the first thing you're going to do is that. And then you do it wrong. So you do this without the ball first to get the point of doing this. Oh, yeah, feels pretty good. Right? Feels pretty good doing that. Okay. Now, once you feel like you get a hang of it, and videotape it, you see that you're actually doing it, then you can introduce a ball and then videotape that. And most likely, you won't be doing it correctly anyway. But that's what you have to do and adapt to that situation. Otherwise, you never learn how the body needs to move in the golf swing. And everybody teach you wrong, and they don't even know it. Because it starts with the thumb on the grip, because as soon as you start thumb on the grip, weight shift becomes very, very difficult to do. Weight transfer becomes very difficult to do, because it's not natural anymore. Something else that happens with the thumb on the grip is that your wrist, due to your inertia now, forces your club and your grip to increase. The pressure of your hands to the grip now increases because of inertia and all the stuff in physics. And you have to then counteract that. Because if you tense up with the release with the such, the ball can go anywhere, right? You probably already know that. And that's just because of the thumb on the grip. A couple of things like that, that people don't teach you because they don't know. So everybody who wants you to have the thumb on the shaft doesn't actually know what they're doing. So once you start working on this stuff, remember that check your stuff on video when you start doing that, and then hit shots like that until you get a hang of it. Alright? This is how you do it. This works.